everybody. I hope you guys are all having a great day. So I didn't post a video yesterday, but I don't think anybody really cares. I took the day off, but in case you did, I'm back. So I wrote some stuff down yesterday that I wanted to read to you, and it's kind of weird too because after I got done writing it, it was like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I got done writing it, and after I was done that evening, I was watching some inspirational videos, and I was watching some tarot readings, and they were like almost kind of mirroring what I wrote. So I know that the collective energy is real, and I know that we all pick up on each other. So this is what I wrote. And some of it had to go with me meeting my son in the grocery store the other day, which is kind of like what I was thinking about. And then it was, I guess, I don't know if I call it channel writing or not, but anyways, it was not just me writing it because I couldn't come up with all this stuff myself. So here's what it's kind of long, but I'll make it, I'll try to read it right, if I can read my writing, okay? I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but it says, people say that if you live in, hang on, let me start over. People say that if you live a life without fear or worry, you're living in an illusion. Here is the real truth. The world we live in is the illusion. Our world is made to force us into fear, anxiety, guilt, and anger. We have systems in place to make sure of that. There is no other planet in the entire universe where people pay for things that are free, such as electricity, food, shelter, clothing, or transportation. The energy in our planet is in our atmosphere there is energy in our atmosphere that provides electricity, yet we pay for it. We can build homes with materials from nature, yet we pay for them. We can grow our own food, yet we pay for it. We are given rules to follow and punishment for breaking those rules. However, in order to be accountable, you have to be caught. Our leaders seem to have their own set of rules, and regardless if they break them, they are not held accountable. The systems in place are not there to benefit us, they are there to control us. Considering the fact that the leaders are not held to the same standards as everyone else. In ancient times, they didn't have all the violence we have nowadays because they lived their lives by rules based on morality. They didn't have leaders that were allowed to break those rules. The leaders were held to higher standards. Leaders did not hold citizens accountable for maintaining moral conduct and then live immoral lives. They were the example, not the exception. I think most people try to live a moral life, but are tempted by the things in this world. We are controlled by leaders who lie, cheat, and steal, and yet the common person is persecuted for following the example set by those leaders. We treat people who believe in the supernatural as weirdos. Yeah, I can vouch for that one. And teach our children that we evolved from monkeys. People who start questioning what is considered as quote unquote normal, people who start questioning what is considered as normal, like outsiders. That's how they treat us. And the truth becomes non-relevant. If you're too spiritual, then you're thought to worship the devil. So we make spirituality fit inside a box and make rules on what is allowed and what's not. The world we live in is an illusion, considering there is nowhere else, anywhere, where people live like this. I wonder how people would react if God showed up one day and didn't tell anyone who he was. How would they treat him if he started talking about heaven or the angels or even creation itself? People want to believe in God and say that they have been forgiven for their sins and mold the Bible around their behavior. They refuse to follow the ways of God, the ways God says to live, and yet claim to have a relationship with him. They hold others accountable for their behavior and make excuses for their own, just like the leaders. We live in a world where going to church is no different than going to the store. Our leaders do things in secret and fail to disclose what it is exactly that they are doing, yet tell us we should trust them. Our world should be operating with morality, accountability, and responsibility. Then we can live in reality. But until then, we live in an illusion. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll be back later with another video. Bye.